SoFi Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Starts the drive on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And they run with Harris off the option. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In motion left comes Williams. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Stevenson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll go as no gain on the play. punching in with the extra beef for the fullback on 3rd and goal, but it didn't work.
And you think to yourself, more size, more physicality, you're going to wedge and create a hole. Sometimes that extra size actually takes up that space, and you get nowhere. Let's see what they come up with next.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They snap it to Stafford. Well, he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Steelers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be brought down at the 27. Throwing on first down, Weston. He's got this to Pickens. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second down, this is Harris. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. In motion right is the tight end. They run for it with Harris. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. Hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Oh, what a move. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. From the red zone now, Stafford. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The kick by Sanders is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Weston. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Weston. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. A nice little juke. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. To throw is Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, with anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing.
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Weston looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
From the 50, it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To the air again, Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
There he goes, right side. 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Well, that'll be caught by Cup.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
A final shot before break. Weston, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with a visiting the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short game. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award is because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Joseph. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
To throw on second and 10. Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the one guy was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
36 yards on the play. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Flushed out right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Brings up
Harris. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got a 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 5. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. LA readies for its next possession.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 22. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Steelers. That's the end of the third quarter. The score,
and they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down.
Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Powers through it, flexing his muscle again. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 1st down, Weston. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jonathan Taylor. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 10. A minute 55 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another.
Now it's Stafford. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Turn to Taylor on fourth. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year.